What's going on, everybody? C4 here. Welcome back to the channel. Episode 44 of our Madden 20 Flashback Pink Slips series. We're at the conclusion of the 2009 season. It's the Super Bowl. It's the 11-5 Hawaii Warriors against, let's be honest, that's just a disrespectful record to be making the playoffs. 9-6-1 Carolina Panthers. This is going to be a huge Super Bowl. It's going to be the greatest, pretty much just let Donald Trump it up. It's the biggest. It's going to be huge. It's a huge Super Bowl. Looking at the team, they have star power. They don't have nearly as much depth. And we have, we have the most star power, arguably, in the National Football League. But the stars that Carolina does have are very, very dangerous. Julius Peppers, Steve Smith, DeMarcus Ware, 3 Hall of Famers. Let's put it here. These are going to be 3 Hall of Famers. I'm terrified because if there's one thing that can wreck a game for me personally, and I mean like literally just wreck it, and that's X Factor edge rushers just going off and just embarrassing your offensive tackles, and that is a very high probability that at least one of Julius Peppers or DeMarcus Ware are going to have 3 to 5 sacks. I'm already prepared for that. We just need to find a way to deal with it. The secondary for Carolina, we ended episode 43 with kind of a preview of what the roster looks like, but generally how we're going to attack it, I think it still makes sense to try and throw the ball way more than what we did in the championship game. But the championship game was during a snowstorm, pretty much had to run it anyway. But when you look at the secondary here, there's not a lot that scares you. It's just the issue of if we're going to attack the secondary, we're going to throw the ball more, and we're going to be way more exposed to DeMarcus Ware and Chris Jenkins, who's an 89 D tackle, and Julius Peppers just collapse in the pocket and putting us in a bad position to make plays. Look at the rest of the team. We didn't even look at their offense. Offensive line is average. They got Kellen Winslow at tight end. He's solid. Steve Smith, Meacham, Hakeem Nicks at wide receiver. D'Angelo Williams. That was actually weird. D'Angelo Williams got drafted by Carolina. There's been actually a couple cases of that, but I don't know. It's always kind of unique. And he's a dangerous running back. 92 speed, 94 acceleration. And at quarterback, they got David Carr. Derek Carr's brother, 85. He's turned his career around. A little bit of a career rebuild within this world of Madden, because obviously he's went down as, I don't know if he's gone down as like a bust, because he had no help whatsoever in his career. He's like the most sacked quarterback through their X amount of seasons to start their career when he was with the expansion Houston Texans team. But either way, we are feeling very, very comfortable that, our roster's better, and as long as there's no shenanigans and we execute, we should have a Super Bowl. Now the question is, and I'm just going to throw it out there before we get into the game, what do we do after the Super Bowl? Obviously, this is a little bit more unique of a situation because it's a creative team, but I've kind of put the rule in place that when you win a Super Bowl, you move on to the next team because, what's the Oilers still look like? Oilers are still a ridiculously overpowered team because obviously Pink Slips rules doesn't apply anymore. So, we've built a juggernaut. They've definitely, they're way thinner at wide receiver. But they still got Witten, Peters. The O-line still very good. Logan Mankins is there. Defense, they got Trent Cole, James Harrison, Hainsworth, Harris, Vilma, Peanut Tillman, Nick Collins, Ed Reed. See, like one of the best special teams units. Even though, it is third. They were bottom 3, which is not good. But, we move on. If we win, we move on. And then we leave Hawaii here as another juggernaut. A team that we have to deal with whatever team we move on to. And then I probably would also, for those of you that are on PC, release the mod so that if you want to, you could download the Hawaii Warriors, have all the assets, and use it on your own games. But, there's still a lot of things that need to happen before we can get to that point. It's the Super Bowl. It's a moment we've been grinding for 3 years here with Chip Kelly, and we're going to try and win it here against a 9-6-1 Carolina Panthers team. Super Bowl, baby! Chip Kelly, 42-38, 4 playoff wins in his career. Really established himself as one of the best head coaches in the National Football League. Ron Rivera there a little early with the Carolina Panthers. But Chip Kelly, he's ready for this. He got these guys ready. He's got a bag of tricks he's going to drop on Carolina. They're not going to know what hits them. Opening kickoff of the Super Bowl. Jamal Charles, who had a huge championship game Gets us one. 28's not a bad starting spot. Chip Kelly's happy with that. And here comes Colt Brennan. Already got himself a star dev trade increase. 34 touchdowns, 4,400 yards on the season. He could become one of the most underrated quarterbacks in NFL history if he could find a way to win a Super Bowl here in his first year as a true starter. So on the opening drive, let's just start with what we know. Start with what worked best last week. And let's just see how the run's gonna feel. Not great. Not a great start. 3rd and 10. We gotta throw it for the. We need Donald Penn. Big 65 there. He's gotta have his hands full. Oh, as he gets hit, what a throw from Colt Brennan. There we go. Adrian Peterson gets this one into Panthers territory on this opening drive. Confidence. We got a lot of confidence right now. Ooh! Let's go! He got wheels. He got like 80 speed. He's a good athlete. He's a gym rat. Lunch pail guy. 2nd and 9. Look, we got newcomer at the top of your screen. Lavernius Coles. We won the championship game from the Jets. Don't know what kind of impact he's going to have here today outside of scoring the first touchdown. I don't even think they've had more than one practice with one another, but Lavernius Coles, the veteran. He's 32. He's been here, done that. Picked up the playbook. Got it at the start in the Super Bowl. And there's an opening drive touchdown. And you know what? Not once did that man right there, let's yell at his coach, Julius Peppers, sniff Colt Brennan. Outstanding start from this offense, in particular, the offensive line. Opening drive. I mean, so much is made about stopping Julius Peppers and DeMarcus Ware. Well, it's not much easier for Carolina. Jared Allen, Sean Merriman, easily the best 1-2 punch in terms of edge rushers that's in the National Football League. But Carolina does have a fairly solid offensive line, all things considered. So I'm not expecting a blowout in that department, but it's only going to take one. Especially Sean Merriman because his X Factor's on. It's only going to take him once to heat up, and he's going to absolutely get 3-4 sacks. Start racking them up. Here they go. They're trying to feed D'Angelo Williams. Okay. A little bit afraid to throw the ball. Let's go. Let's just go man defense here. 3rd and 2. Yeah, right. I'm staying coverage. I'm just getting ready for Madden 21. You know where they added all the D-line moves. Oh, they're going to run. Off your blocks. Haloti Nata. Oh! No, Troy! Troy Polamalu went for the dive. That's a very Troy Polamalu thing to do. You can't do that against Steve Smith. Maybe any other receiver on this team, go for it, but not Steve Smith. Oh, Derek Carr's Michael Vick. That was some pretty good acceleration for a guy that I don't think has more than, I think, probably in the negatives of career rushing yards. 3rd and 6. Would love to get a stop here, because it would most likely be a punt. And that's a great play by Weapon X. Brian Dawkins making that. Another guy. Who knows? This could be his last go, his last chance at a Super Bowl. That is a big stand from the defense, forcing a punt. You might have a chance here. You might have a chance deep. Oh my God. Blown play. All Madden. That's unacceptable in the playoffs. Hey, let's just not cover Andre Johnson. 44 yards. Hopefully that's some momentum for our passing attack. Just to keep attacking a very weak Carolina Panthers secondary. That's unacceptable. All right, 3rd and 7. I mean, really, they don't get a first down here. It could look bad. I'm not going to say 17. If we go up, let's go Troy. Big play. I mean, bad check down all around. And if we can go up 21-0 before halftime, I'm not going to say it's over, but might be over. 3rd and 4. They've done a great job really containing Adrian Peterson. I don't know what we're averaging per carry, but it's definitely lower than what it's been. But again, these simple routes, just giving us time in the pocket, making easy throws, easy first downs. Oh, are they even trying? Are they even trying? I mean, let's face it. We previewed their team. They are essentially, if their edge rushers aren't doing anything, their defense is the liability for this Carolina team. And they're not getting home, and exactly what happens if they're not getting home. They're going to get exposed because they're weak everywhere else. Oh my god. And there's always one, huh? There's always gonna be at least one play where we leave a touchdown on the field. Here we go. We'll go Julian Edelman. He's still even at the infancy stages of his NFL career. You could see the route running ability. He just gets separation when he needs to. All right, we got 3rd and 10. I don't want to do anything crazy. Let's just do a screen pass. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, we'll get some points and just extend our lead that much more. Horrible blocking. Satelli in the middle, 55, just didn't block the guy. Hope that gets fixed in Madden 21. It's a big play, big stand for that Carolina defense, and we're gonna have to bring out Crosby here. Is this the only kicking superstar ability that makes it super slow? Is there anything else that gives you like added range or something? Probably not. But hey, he connects it, and we're up 17-0. Oh, he just got slanced. We just got slanced. Okay. Oh! Go. Go! No challenge, no review. Random tight end with the I don't know if that was a random. That might have been their starter. Kellen Winslow with the fumble. Darrell Revis. Let's see. That's out! Let's go! Absolutely no chance. Absolutely no chance on that. Oh, okay. Okay, they're starting the second half out. Pretty positive. 25-yard pass to Steve Smith. Oh, get out of here. You're not Steve Smith. You can't make my defense miss like that. Big play, Dawkins. 3rd and 12. Really, let's kill the game off here. This was their chance. They got the big 25-yard pass. They're feeling good about the second half. And then you're going to challenge me deep. Get out of here. Antoine Winfield and Steve Smith. Good size mismatch. Or size matchup, sorry. They're both very similar. It's not like we have a 6'4" guy on a 5'9" guy. That is a great battle. It wasn't a brutal pass. He had a chance. It was just great defense from Antoine Winfield. The veteran, another guy. I mean, I'm pretty sure he won a Super Bowl with the Oilers, so how fitting he'd win another one with the Hawaii Warriors. All right, there he is. That was a bad play call, getting his 2nd sack of the game. I don't think he's in the zone, so we're still good. Oh, that's just bad tackling. Oh, he almost went that would have been a nice 80-yard touchdown, but over 100 yards for Adrian Peters. I mean, star rating doesn't matter. You win the Super Bowl, you get to pick any player from the other team, but that is, I mean, again, it's just not good enough, man. Can't get after us. They can't make, they can't make us make a mistake. So we're playing very comfortable right now, which is 100% what you don't want. Look, now we're just like, oh, let's just take a shot here. Oh, what? No! No! That was supposed to be a flip. That was supposed to be a flip in the end zone. Oh, I'm sorry. That might have cost somebody an MVP. I suppose we need to. We'll throw in a C4 special here, I suppose. I mean, AP deserves it. He's the guy that ran it in all that time. C4 special, perfectly executed. I mean, my God, this is disgusting. Are we going to get a shutout in the Super Bowl? Get out of here. What are you doing? What is this play calling? Someone's getting fired over this. Yeah, they're doing stuff. I mean, they're pretty much having some self-respect. I'm trying to think of how to describe this ass whooping, but at least they're not laying down, Oh my God. Okay, well, let's see. This was the issue. Except I didn't think it would come when in the 4th quarter when they're down 31-0. Their pass rush is legit, and it's starting to get home as their offensive line gets tired. Oh. Lights out? Lights out. Someone playing Beyonce because it's lights out at the Super Bowl. And they're punting. White flag. The white flag is out. You're punting in the Super Bowl when you're out 31-0. It's It's over. Have some. You have to tell your kids about this. I punted in the Super Bowl down 31 in the fourth quarter.
Right there in the middle, 55. We got man.
Got him. Megatron.
Touchdown, baby.
All right, defense. We got something to play for here. According to Google, there has never been a shutout in the history of the Super Bowl. So let's make history. Oh man, they literally have been a two-man team. It's been Steve Smith on offense, Peppers on defense.
Here we go.
And he's in the zone. Does that mean the game's gonna give them a touchdown? I don't think so.
Come on, now.
We're the best damn defense maybe in NFL history. At least Super Bowl history in terms of performances. Oh, and that's a fumble. And we're gonna go ahead and have Marty Bennett pick it up. Or Michael Bennett. Super loud clap. Wake my kid up. Woo! Ric Flair. It's over. First shutout in Super Bowl. It's Chip Kelly and his defense makes history, not his offense. That was an ass whooping. I think that's as good a way to put this truly is the end of the Hawaii Warriors, and we're going to be moving on. Perfect way. Going on top. The face of Hawaii football of all time. At present day in this world in 2009. Colt Brennan wins the Super Bowl for Hawaii. It's literally it's the fairy tale ending. And it's really only the beginning. I mean, dominant. They didn't, we're worried a little bit about Steve Smith. Didn't do enough. We were worried about their pass rush. Didn't show up till like halfway through the fourth quarter. It's just, we knew where we were strong at. We knew obviously we could run the ball on anybody. But the bigger matchup was on the outside at wide receiver, and we took advantage. And player of the game is Darrelle Revis, who returned the fumble. I don't know about that. I probably would have given that to Colt Brennan with 3 touchdowns. But then again, I guarantee Darrelle Revis didn't give up a single reception. It's Revis Island. So there we go, fellas. Chip Kelly, we got AP, Colt Brennan up there with the. See that he had the Hawaii, the map of the outline of the Hawaii dyed into his hair because he's true and through the biggest athlete maybe in Hawaii football. He's the guy that's going to inspire the Mariotas and the Tua Tagovailoas. And there you go, man. That's an awesome moment. Technically we could do pink slip scoring. I'm going to try to do it off the top of my head. We got I don't know if he gets points for a shutout, but we won by 21 plus, so we have 2 points for the victory. We had the turnovers, so that's 2.5. Looking at our own players, Colt Brennan had 3 touchdowns. That's 3. AP had over 100 yards. That's 3.5. Calvin Johnson has long tutty. Andre has tutty. Andre probably should have had 2 touchdowns. Defensively, Brian Dawkins was exceptional. 2 sacks, Sean Merriman half. It'd be a 3.5, 4-star performance. Either way, the rules are you win the Super Bowl, you get to pick a player from the other team. So I'm pretty sure maybe we have 2 players. I don't know if Steve Smith or Peppers makes the most sense. But there you go, fellas. Togat's 3 long seasons. But the Hawaii Warriors are finally Super Bowl champions. And I guess where do we go from here? And for our reward, it was pretty easy. We could can any of these guys, are these guys big enough that they can move to 265? Peppers is 290. Oh my God. There's just something crazy. How about that? There's your interior pass rush. Move him into D tackle, almost 300 pounds. Oh my God. Mother of God. This team is easily more stacked, I think, by like a considerable amount than the Oilers were when we won the Super Bowl with the Oilers. Good God. But there you have it, man. I'm going to have to figure out, by all means, leave comments for how you think this should continue. I do think, regardless of the fact that it's a creative team and stuff like that we should move on. They're not going anywhere. They're still going to stay in this world, but we should move on to another team. If I do move on to another team, though, I probably will sit out a year. I'll just sim a full year while we make our decision. Just because, we want to try before Madden comes out in about 2 months. We want to try to get caught up to present time. We're still in 09. We're a little bit further behind than I was hoping we would be. But you know, it's still not too bad. So we're probably going to sit out the next season while we make our decision about what team we could pick. You know, we're going to sit on the sidelines, figure out what team should we really go to that'd be a fun rebuild. If you want to, I mean, if there's, you know, if people want us to stay with Hawaii, maybe I could be convinced with the right kind of, you know, post in the comment section. But generally, I still feel like it's an original Pink Slips rule, is that when you win a Super Bowl, you move on. So, and it's also like a channel rule. When I win a Super Bowl in the channel, I try to move on. So, dominant Super Bowl, first shutout in Super Bowl history, one of the most one-sided Super Bowls ever. And the Hawaii Warriors, I mean, we did it, man. 3 long years, we finally got here. We did it. Reba's got another player update. I mean, best corner I've ever had. A lot of memorable players, a lot of big memories. But we'll figure out what we're gonna do, and actually, we'll probably be back tomorrow. Honestly, might as well drop the whole off-season, whole transitionary period, and unveil our new team, most likely, if that's the direction that we do go, tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. I hope you guys did enjoy the Super Bowl. I mean, it was one-sided, but I think there was at least a decent amount of exciting plays, big-time plays that happened to keep you entertained. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed, especially just enjoyed this whole thing, taking the approach of a creative team. Full kudos to all the creators that helped make this possible. We had some hiccups, obviously, with not playing home games, which is also kind of sliding into the area. Like, the fact that we've been in the same division for 6 full seasons, 7 full seasons, or whatever it's been. And, you know, the whole no home games, it might just be time to move on. I don't know, but if you guys did enjoy it, by all means, check out the franchise Discord, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow with the future of Flashback Pinks. See you then.